I'm about to move down south. Brand new everything, new adjustments and find a new way. Very gorgeous people, men and women alike. Can you just help me put that up there for me? Oh my God. Let them. Hey y'all. It's your girl, SammyDaGawd, back with another video. OMG, child. Let me just start immediately. As you can see, I'm in a new background. The last video that I did, I was talking about, oh my gosh, y'all, I'm about to move down south. Where do y'all think? And all that kind of thing. So let me just affirm you and let you guys know that so many people left the most accurate guesses in the comment section. I was just like, look at y'all knowing me. Look at y'all knowing me, knowing your girl. So shouts to that. And so I'm going to confirm for those who guessed correctly, I did move to Atlanta. And for those who didn't guess correctly, you low-key were still correct because I narrowed it down to 3 locations. It was between Atlanta, somewhere in Florida, and potentially Houston. And I was like sifting and sorting which locations based off of conceptually where I could see myself. But the way that I came to decide on Atlanta officially is that I don't know, I just felt the most drawn here. I've been here multiple times, and every time I've come out here, I just felt automatically at home. I've never been to Houston, so it was more so like a concept as opposed to an actual reality that I felt comfortable with. And then with Florida, anytime I've gone down there, it just felt very vacation-y. But anytime I've come to Atlanta, it felt like home. Like it felt like I already lived here. And so it felt like an easy choice. And then also, you know, other certain personal things were occurring that made it feel more aligned as far as that's concerned. So yes, that's where I'm living. I'm not going to specify where, but what I will say is I'm in the suburbs. I'm not inside the heart of Atlanta. No, I'm on the outside because my decision-making process was I want to be somewhere that is like immersed in nature all around, where I can experience that slow pace, calm pace energy. But also I want to have access to the city. So if I want a turn up or if I want to experience certain activities that are specific to the city, I have access to it without actually being inside of the melting pot of it all. So when I'm ready, I can just dip and get home quickly, you know? So that's how I decided on the location. I'm not going to specify where, as I said. And I thought about doing an apartment tour. And I know I mentioned that in the last video too, but now that I'm here and I'm looking around, I'm like, my apartment layout is too specific, I feel, to showcase a full apartment tour, because I'm under the impression that anyone who's been over here or familiar with this atmosphere would be able to spot it like, ooh, you're at, and I don't want that kind of problem, okay? I don't want that kind of problem at all. So I'm gonna just keep that to myself. You can just look at the living room. Now here's the thing, as far as the delay in me recording and updating you guys, I was going through this process of feeling like, damn, like I don't have my recording space set up exactly how I want it yet. I have certain lights that I want to put up, certain things I want to put in the background, and I don't have any of that stuff yet. And so I was being really hesitant about it because I'm like, man, I had my setup so elite in New York that my background was just on point. And now I'm in this new environment. The lighting is so different. The layout obviously is so different. And I'm still piecing together me. And it was just making me be like over analytical, overthinking, and like hesitant about just turning on the camera and just making it do what it do. But I got my couch, I got my TV, and I don't know. That was enough. After getting those 2 things, I was like, you know what? This is enough of a background. I have somewhere to sit, and I have a little something going on in the background, enough going on in the background. And the way I'm seeing it is I'll just, you know, as I progress piece by piece, you'll see little things popping up behind me. I already know what I'm about to put over there. I already know what I'm about to, I got a couple ideas. It's about to be fly, okay? That's all I'm gonna say about that. So yeah, that's why I've been taking so long. And also too, I was like, okay, I needed to secure the bag. I was like, I need to make sure that I have a secure job situation in place before I'm out here on some, oh yeah, turn up and doing the most. I don't know. I just felt like I needed to get all my ducks in a row before I just sat down and started doing content. It's like I wanted everything to be in place first so that when I came with an update, I could say, okay, I have this, I have that, I have this. But now the way I'm seeing it is there really is never a perfect time I'm realizing more and more that you just make time. You just do it. You can sit down and wait for every single detail to make sense and add up exactly how you thought in your mind it would play out before you make a move, or you could just make a move and then figure it out along the way, which is more realistic and more in alignment with what life actually is. Like, you never have every single detail squared away perfectly in a way that makes the most sense and it's the most logical before you are called to action. Sometimes you just have to step up and do. Sometimes you just have to show up and adapt. Yeah, so that's the thing I've been really coming to grips with and understanding in this transition. It's a very interesting lesson. But yeah, that's where I'm at. That's my update. I was thinking to myself, like, okay, for those who don't know, I am unattached to a partnership at this time. So I was thinking to myself, should I do content where I update you guys on my dating experiences out here? I've seen a lot of, so in my research, I've seen a lot of people be like, girl, the dating out here is ghetto. It's this, it's that. And I believe it to be true. And I'm sure people are probably going to look at this video and be like, girl, why would you move out there? The dating is trash or whatever, the options, da, da, da. But I don't know. I felt called to be here and I decided to trust myself on that. And I'm of the belief system that I will come into contact, I'll cross paths with the person that I'm meant to be with in that way, regardless. That's how I feel. And the fact that I felt so deeply called to be here tells me a lot. It's like, okay, now let's see what happens. There was, oh, not Onyx being in the litter box. You see, some things never change, because one thing about making content is Onyx gonna make sure he sit his ass down in the litter box while I'm talking. Oh, speaking of that, side note, I didn't bring Panther with me, child. Oh my God. So it's just me and Onyx, because y'all, when I tell you Panther was wildin', like, she was wildin' out. She scratched me a couple times. I had to chase her around the room, try to catch her in the car. I was like, nah, I don't have time for this. I had to be on the road within the next 30 minutes and I can't even get this girl in the carrier. Like, it's a dub. And my mom was like, you know what, girl, just leave her. And I'm like, yes, thank you, because that's what I wanted to do anyway, child. Anyway. So yeah, you're just gonna be seeing Onyx and I in these videos moving forward. It's all good. It's not like Panther was really showing herself anyway in the first place. Okay, so there's that. There was a person that I was like talking to out here from before I moved out here, which, you know, I'm sure you can conclude certain things off of that piece of information. Not from here originally, so like there's that detail as well. It's actually interesting because on day one of me moving here, my neighbor saw me like struggling to unload the car and like bring everything inside, and he's like, girl, you need some help? And I was like, yes. Side note to the ladies, let men help you. Let them do it, okay? We in our soft girl era, season, lifestyle, we should have been there already. And so when men offer to help you and you feel comfortable in their vibe, let them, okay? Let me tell you, when I'm on the plane, I'm like, hey, can you help me? And it helps that I have this little baby face and I'm sweet. I'm like, can you just help me put that up there for me? Oh my God. Let them, okay? So I let him help me, brought everything inside for me, whatever, was talking. And he's like, yo, good luck if you're trying to find a relationship out here, because everyone is just on some casual vibes. And I was like, okay, good to know. Thank you for letting me know that. I haven't been dating just yet because I literally have only been here for like almost 2 months now. And as I've said, I've been trying to get my ducks in a row, prioritizing my own well-being and what I need to feel comfortable out here. And so dudes haven't been the priority. I just had that one connection that I was considering. I was like, maybe this could, because we were doing like a long distance. So I'm thinking to myself, maybe this could be an opportunity to like try it, like really try it, since we'll be in the same city now, and like see what it is and what it ain't. And baby, it didn't take very long to see what it ain't. And I was like, okay, you know what? Okay, then moving on. So yeah, with all that being said, I'm like, should I don't know, it's just a lot of thoughts. I'm thinking about potentially when I go out on dates with people or meet new people, possibly integrating my experiences into the content and like sharing with you guys how that's going. But again, that all depends entirely on who I meet, how I feel in that interaction, and if it's like story time worthy. So we'll see, no promises. I will say though, I made a friend. I went to get my nails done. The girl who did my nails, first of all, gorgeous. Beautiful, like, don't make no sense. And she not from here either.
Go to my house and turn off all the lights. Oh, but first I gotta do a few errands.
So people try to be like, oh yeah, you know, all the Atlanta women. It's more so the women in Atlanta as opposed to Atlanta women. I would put it like that. Gorgeous. And we're like, hey girl. And we found out that we live in the same like apartment complex kind of location. So we exchanged numbers. So that's a potential friends right there. I'm about to see if this is someone I can like hang out with and just continue making friends like that. I got a gym membership, so I've been going to the gym. And literally everywhere I go, I meet people. Cause that's just my personality, friendly. So I go places, I meet people, but at the same time, because of that New York in me, I'm still very cautious and like careful and mindful of my surroundings. Look, okay. I'm very careful of my surroundings and who I'm around and who I invite into my aura. Speaking of, cause now I'm thinking about it, I've heard a lot of people talk about, yo, the women in Atlanta are so beautiful. Like everywhere you go, gorgeous. And I have to confirm that that is very true. Like I'm going to Target. Okay. I'm going to Walgreens. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like everywhere you go, beautiful women. I will agree with that. But how come y'all been sleeping on the men? Like the men out here are fine. Okay. I was like, I wasn't prepared for that. I was prepared to see a lot of beautiful women, but I was not prepared to see as many men out here as I've been seeing as far as aesthetically. I'm like, oh, okay. I went to the gym. I was like, oh my God. Whoa, y'all have to chill. Y'all have to chill, especially because the location where I'm living isn't even peak Atlanta. Like I said, I'm not in the heart of it. I'm on the outskirts, and even on the outskirts, I'm like, yo, y'all gotta relax. Now, naturally, just because they're fine doesn't mean a damn thing. They can have all these other issues going on with them. I already understand that I'm in a location where disease is prominent. And so again, very careful, very mindful. And also the way I see it is simply being around attractive people isn't enough for me to be like, oh, hell yeah, I want that one. I want that one. I want that one. No. Personally, I can't relate to people who operate like that because I'm like, how do you, to me, that's a very bold way to live your life where you're just like collecting people because they fine and you want to get nitty gritty with them. I was like, that's a bit much. That's a bit much. I'm realizing that I'm kind of like judgmental about that kind of thing because I'm just thinking about how much is intertwined, getting mixed and matched with other people and taking on their essence in your life. And the idea of just collecting people and having multiple and having a roster and all of that. I just can't relate. I don't want all of that. It's just, it gives me the ick. It's like, ew. 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 Even with the person that I was like fake talking to out here, I realized I was starting to like look at him sideways and it was showing up in the way that the interactions, it was definitely showing up where I was kind of just like, this nigga really trying to be out here in these streets in Atlanta of all fucking places you trying. I don't know. Y'all are different. Y'all are cut differently from a different cloth and I can't really, Onyx back up. Thank you. Yeah, so with that being said, there are a lot of very gorgeous people, men and women alike. However, all that glitters ain't gold. So that isn't enough for me to be like super impressed and being hyped. Like, oh, I'm about to date that one. I'm going to date that one. I'm going to go out with that one. No, I'm still very much in my observer essence and just taking in the surroundings, understanding who I'm around, and then making moves like that. I did go out the other day. I have a homegirl who lives in Alabama, which is so clutch, just 2 hours away. So she comes to visit me sometimes and we hang out and go places. So we went out last weekend to this like cigar lounge / bar / dance arena. It was everything in one. We went out and I did meet someone out there. He was very much on his sugar daddy vibes. And in my mind, I was like, should I be opening myself up to dating older guy, like much older? Should I be considering that? So I was like, okay, maybe like exchange numbers, because he was handsome, well put together, and a vibe, and was dancing. And I was like, okay, cool. But it didn't take very long for me to be like, I want him to leave me alone now. Ugh. I was like, he's doing too much. No, thank you. So that's my one dating experience. Fake dating experience out here so far. But again, I haven't really been out here just yet. So we shall see how that goes. If I feel comfortable, I'll share those updates with you. But otherwise, my other updates will probably look like what's happening in my apartment, what's happening in my social life. Oh, did I mention my job situation? I am nannying out here. For those who are like, how are you gonna make money? Because you already know I don't have the situation. No, okay? And that is part of the monkey wrench that has like thrown my life path for a loop, because I've had to make adjustments and find a new way in this new age. So as y'all know, in New York I was nannying, so I'm also doing that out here. I found a cute little situation, so I started working this week. So yay. Shouts to that. Anything else? Oh, I got a new car. Y'all, let me tell you, brand new everything. New car, new city, new apartment, new furniture, new circle of socialites, I guess. New social circle, whatever. And everything brand new, except for Onyx and my plants. New clothes, like literally new. I'm on my new shit, okay? Now he on the scratch and post, Lord. That's about it. I don't have much else to update you guys about, but I did feel like I was dragging it by taking so long to finally just do a video showing you guys that I did indeed move and I am alive and well. So that's what this is. You're welcome. Enjoy it. And I will see y'all in my next video. Yay! Bye. I feel like my eyes are like watering a lot just now. Like, I hope that don't look crazy on the thing. If I can forget. Oh, I forgot to turn the remote on.